So this is the second weekly What Am I At done in the last 4 weeks. Maybe I should reconsider that title. What do you think?
Hello, my beautiful sweet girl. I have not held you in so long. Hello, my silent little love.
First, I'd like to offer an apology to those of you who were a little misled by the name of this video. Weekly What Am I At is not something I'm going to be able to do every week, mainly because although I am quite happy with my increase in production since the new year, I'm still not at a point where I can really do weekly videos of any type. Now, I am still going to try to get a video up every week, but it's like I wouldn't be able to do a Friday 5 every week, a Manuscript Monday every week, a weekly What Am I At every week. I am trying to get maybe 2 or 3 each week, but 1 is the minimum, and that's really what I'm shooting for. But anyway, with that housekeeping out of the way, let's just get into it. The first thing I want to say is I am going to try and actually get a Friday 5 video up this week. It's a wildcard week, which means we can basically pick whatever topic we like, and I am going to come up with something. It won't be up on Friday, mainly because the next 2 days I am actually working, and even though I only work 2 nights a week, the fact that it's overnights really messes with my sleep cycle, so I'm not sure what kind of production I'm going to be able to get into. But certainly over the weekend I'll have a Friday 5 video up for those of you who enjoy those videos. Next, I'm going to offer a question to everybody listening to my voice right now. There will be a link in the description below for a Twitter poll that I'm going to put up concerning a potential Are We Not Entertained Goodreads group pick for an upcoming month. I've been going back and forth on this for at least a couple of days now, and it's mainly because I just don't want to read it. The book is Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. Now, let me elaborate when I say I don't want to read it. When this book came out, between the plot synopsis, the character descriptions, the raving reviews that happened from everybody who read it premature to its launch, and Roth's own history that I'm familiar with, this created a grand mosaic of reasons why I have no interest whatsoever in this book. It does not look like anything that's going to entertain me. It does not look like something I'm going to enjoy reading. But fast forward to present day, and we have so many angry people that are hailing this piece of fiction as if it was Mein Kampf or something, trying to bring Veronica Roth to heel and get her to answer for making such a problematic representation of marginalized people. This whole outrage has my interest. It has piqued my curiosity in this book because, well, more than half the people I hear complaining about the book haven't actually read it. They're going based on the opinion of others. And of the ones that have read it, I find it's a lot of the same people who are basically finding these problems with every single book they read. Like, I understand the importance of representation, and I understand diversity. I do. I've talked about it endlessly. But there are people out there, and I'm sorry if you feel like I'm talking about you in particular, but there are actually people who, it doesn't matter what you write, they're going to find the interpretation that will suit their outrage. A lot of the people that I've come to be aware that do this are the people that championed against this Carve the Mark book. So I'm curious. It's the fact that everything is problematic makes me curious of, is this just another case of, oh well, it's something else they found a problem with, or is there actually legitimately racist undertones to this book? That question by itself has me more intrigued about this book than anything else done by the publishing house or the marketing team. So I am curious. I am interested in reading the book, if nothing but just a psychological study of the people that hated it, and to see if it's something that I pick up on myself. So I'm going to leave it to a Twitter poll to come to a definitive decision, because again, as interesting as it sounds to see whether or not this problematic scenario plays out when I read the book, it still sounds like a pretty boring book. So since shying away from books we don't anticipate enjoying is the nature of Are We Not Entertained, I'm going to leave it up to you guys to help me kind of come to a decision on that. So yes or no, should Carve the Mark be one of the future picks for Are We Not Entertained? Click below in the description to let me know what you think, or just comment below. I'll take any feedback possible at this point now, just trying to see both sides of this. Speaking of Are We Not Entertained, let's get to what I'm reading right now. Station 11. Dear God, why? I don't get it. This was supposed to be the month that I read something that I really enjoyed after having to get through the selection and Stephanie Meyer. I like Station 11 in premise. It was hyped to me so much by people I really respect, and we only picked it for the group on the flimsiest of excuses, in that Steve Donahue didn't like it, so we're going based on his opinion. I had every intention on enjoying this book. The story is starting to come together a little bit. I'm hoping that I will find that gem that everybody enjoys about this book when I get further into it in the story, but good lord, the writing. Oh my dear god, the writing. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you are a little lost, but you know what? No, I'm just going to show you. Here are some examples of the things that I've come across in this book thus far. This has to be some cruel joke, some prank played on me by some deity above that's pissed off that I don't believe in it, because Station 11 is on its way to being the bottom of the barrel. It's falling below both the selection and the chemist. That's right. Basically what I'm saying is, so far as it's going, for the Are We Not Entertained picks that we've had to read, Stephanie Meyer is still on top. Well, not counting Lovecraft, but I did make a video when we did Lovecraft, but that's a scary thought and something I never would have predicted. Stay tuned. I will get the video up around the end of the month, and then we'll be also announcing next month's pick as well. Last but not least, I'd like to end these videos with a shout out to a new booktuber, or a relatively new booktuber, or just someone who has tragically less subs than they deserve. For this video, I've chosen to highlight Penny from Penny and Books. What's interesting about Penny is that not only is she a booktube newbie, but she's a reading newbie. She's not someone who really loves books and had to join booktube because none of her friends are the same and she needs an outlet to discuss them. No, she's not someone who had the passion for reading and joined booktube because of it. She's someone who joined booktube to help facilitate a new interest in reading. I believe she said in her newbie tag that she made a goal for herself that she wanted to start reading more, and booktube is kind of an outlet to keep her accountable to that. And the fact of being part of a community will help encourage her and make it more of a social activity than the isolation that normally comes with reading. She is a newbie to the community, but I swear, watching her videos, you would swear she's been doing it forever. She's only been on BookTube for, say, a couple of weeks, but she's already done a book haul, a review of Six of Crows. She has this incredibly entertaining video where she discovers Goodreads and then goes through the process of creating her account and starting up everything. Again, it's all entertaining content. Most recently, at the time of recording, it was about 6 hours since she posted it. Her most recent video is a video discussion about why she used to hate reading. That is one I definitely recommend you checking out. In fact, I didn't comment on it myself yet because it is another one of those videos that have provoked a video response from me, and I will have that up probably within the next day or two as well. There really isn't enough good things I can say about the channel from my experience of it so far since finding her. Check her out, give her a sub, you will not be disappointed. And that does it for this video. Like I said, if you want to talk about any of the things I've mentioned in here, just do so in the comments below, or find me on Twitter. You can also find that on my description as well. Yeah, like I said, do me a favor, check out that Twitter poll and let me know what you think about Carve the Mark. I'd love to hear some more thoughts about what you guys thought of Station 11, and pretty much anything else you want to talk about, video ideas, discussion ideas, let me know. And that's it, I gotta get back to work. So until next time, cheers.
This is why I love BookTube, and why I really want to start this channel, because it really helps me think more critically about what I'm reading, and not like, oh hey, I read a book, cool, I can actually think about what I just read, So yeah, I'm just kind of proud of myself. It's like one book down, like a bajillion to go, but here I am for the ride. So I will see you all in my next video. Hope you have an excellent day. Catch you later. Bye.